This is Michael Jackson in the Closet.
Ooh.
And when it came out, people were like, oh, is he saying he's gay?
What is he saying?
What
is he saying? I've never heard this song.
It's ambivalent. But the video was with a young
Macaulay Culkin.
Naomi Campbell. Okay. I was in the gym today. Early morning. I lift, honey. I'm not sure if you know. But I'm really strong.
I was wondering where you go every morning at 6 a.m.
Yes. I go to the gym and I'm really strong and I lift. So I'm in there for a few minutes and then a guy shows up. And I've never seen the guy before. And this is our condo gym. He presumably lives in our condominium complex.
Is he more handsome than you? Does he make more money than you? Is he stronger than you?
No, maybe no. But he's got a few tats on his arms, which, okay.
You're anti-tat?
You're trying a little hard. Well, like a chest tat or a leg tat or a face tattoo, I could see, but...
A face tattoo?
Your arms, it's just being ridiculous. You're just showing off. But he's a skinny bloke, but he has tattoos, so he's putting out the image that I'm tough. I'm a tough guy. So he comes in, and I'm doing my thing, and then he just sits down on one of the machines, but he doesn't proceed to work out on the machine. He just sits there. I'm like, okay. And our condo gym is very small. There's only one bench. So I'm thinking, okay, he's waiting for my bench. He's waiting for me. And he doesn't want to say anything. It's 6 a.m. And I get it. You don't want to be chatty McChatterson. But then I look, and he has two water bottles, water thermoses. So he's with another person or he's expecting another person. So I think, okay, well, someone else is on their way. Someone else is coming. And he continued to sit there for about 10 minutes.
Just sitting there doing nothing?
Yeah.
Staring at you, maybe?
He's well, obviously.
Entranced by your lifting?
Can you blame him, honey? But he's staring at his cellular telephone in the gym. Loser! That's why you're not buff. But he has tattoos, but he's not strong. But he is skinny. So
okay.
There's all sorts of factors to consider here. But about 10 minutes in, the person who he brought the second water bottle for shows up. And there's just a knock on the door, and we have security fobs on our gym. She didn't have one. She knocks on the door. I'm the closest to the door, so I just open it. She pops right in. She says something to him. I'm not sure what she said. But then she grabs a water bottle, heads to the cardio room, which is where we have a few treadmills. It's separate from the weight room. So she comes in, grabs a water bottle, says something to him, pops over to the cardio room, and then it's just me and him. So then he starts lifting. Like, this is his checkered flag. Green flag, red flag, whichever flag race cars use to initiate it's time to roll.
And oop.
So it's the white flag or the red flag or... Ladies, what's a red flag? That's a deal breaker, am I right, ladies? He's ready to roll. So he starts on the bench press machine. And this guy makes noises that I've never heard. So he starts in on the bench press machine. Each rep. Make sure I'm not breaking our microphone. Like, wow, each rep. And then at the end of his set, 8 reps, 12 reps, whatever it is, slams the weights like he's done. So, and then he goes, shit! I was like, alrighty.
These are the worst people to be in the gym with.
Yes. And it's not like we're in a giant gymnasium, okay? This isn't Gold's Gym on Venice Beach, which is where Arnold Schwarzenegger still works out at. This is a tiny room.
Yeah.
It's like a normal-sized living room
Yes,
or a condominium gym. It's very small.
It's very intimate.
It's very intimate. You're a few feet away. So, starts in his second set. Ooh! Shit!
Oh my gosh.
Like, goddamn. I'm sorry, Alan Fisher. I didn't mean to say GD. But so he does that, and I was like, wow, this guy's emotional, or he's got something going on, or I don't know.
Was he lifting super heavy weights?
That's the thing. He was not. Because I saw on the machine, it was like 5 plates maybe, which is
Okay.
light.
Oh, okay.
No, on a bench press machine, it's very light. It's 70 to 90 pounds tops. Very light. But he was very intense about it, and he was very loud.
Was he trying to like show you like that he was tough?
Possibly.
It was like male, like testosterone in the room. He's trying to alpha one up you.
Bunch of aggro, chip on our shoulders.
Yeah.
Like we got like when dogs pee on a fire hydrant, like marking their territory. Like this is me.
Exactly.
I'm a real man.
He's trying to dominate the space.
Yeah. And maybe because he saw how strong I am and how buff I am.
Yeah.
That he like decided to amp it up.
Oh, I'm sure.
10 or 15.
That's why it took him like 10 minutes to start, because he was trying to like in his mind mentally like build himself up.
Yeah. So super loud, and then he goes into chest flies on a machine. Same thing. Shit!
Honey.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. Well, this guy should apologize to me. I'm calm right now. Okay. So this is happening. I was like, damn. Like, this guy's really loud. And then his woman comes in, and I go, well, does she acknowledge this? Is she aware of this? Does she say, Paul, shut up when you're in the gym?
Is she embarrassed?
Right. Calm down. Simmer down. She goes on the ab machine. Like, perfectly quiet. She does a little woo, woo, woo. Makes zero sound.
Huh.
Unassuming. Nondescript. But he continues with a... When I used to go to the 24-hour fitness in Citrus Heights, there was a guy who was super jacked. Like, super buff, super thick. He lifted. But he would, like... Before he would do a set, he would do really heavy weights because he's so strong. But before he would do a set, he would psych himself up like, come on, motherfucker, come on, got this little bitch, motherfucker, come on. And I'd be like, wow. It'd be really, really intense. And then in the middle of his sets, he'd be pumping or lifting or whatever, and you would just hear him, roar, roar. And Citrus Heights 24-hour is a large space. So he would be on one side, you could hear him on the other.
Wow.
And like us people doing like 20-pound dumbbells would be like, does anyone hear this? Is anyone aware of this? But on the other hand, he was strong, he was scary. And like, who's gonna bring it up to him? Like, hey man, can you quiet it down? And then he would be mad at you.
No one.
Super buff. So, and then at one point, the guy, back to the River Gym, our condo gym, he like walked over to his cellular telephone. He had the earbuds, AirPods, whatever, he had them on. He walked over to his telephone, which was on a shelf that people put their stuff on in the gym. Walked over to his phone, and he was like, shit! I was like, what? Like, was he listening to Alex Jones' podcast, or...
He missed an important phone call at 6:30 a.m.
Shit! Maybe he didn't like the Megadeth song that was on. Very odd. But I gotta say, this was a scene, and it was something to behold. I came home and told you all about it right away. You were waking up, and I was like, I just saw some shit. But it really motivated me. Like, he pumped me up. Like, normally I do 25-pound dumbbell curls. But because of him, he amped me up to 30-pound dumbbell curls. So his
alpha maleness, fed into yours, and then you're both, once again, competing to be the biggest boy in the room.
Yeah. We're feeding off each other. We're bros. We're homies. But, yeah, I was like, I'm going to do 30 pounds because this guy isn't going to alpha male me. I got more testosterone.
Did you start yelling and grunting?
I did.
You did?
But not near, like, maybe, like, he was on a scale of 10. I was like a 3.
Let's hear what you were doing.
Ooh! Ooh! I didn't curse. I'm a good boy, okay? I'm a good Christian boy.
No.
I didn't say the S word.
You don't curse, except for occasionally on this pod right here. And
in front of the Wow Chows, but only for comedic effect.
True. Yeah. You really don't curse other than that.
Right.
Are you going to start in the gym, though, when you're lifting?
Yeah.
Just random SF.
Another guy at the 24-Hour Fitness on Micron, which is called 24-Hour Rancho Cordova, but it's not Rancho Cordova. But that's what they deem it. But I remember lifting there. That's where our favorite Fitspo influencer, Hannah Duke Keller, works out. But I was in there once, and a guy was listening to whatever music, I assume. But he started saying the N-word. So he was like rapping along with whatever hippity hop he was listening to. And the lines contained the N-word and curse words, the F word, the S word. And he was saying these words out loud. And I was like, wow. This is something to behold. But once again, pump me up. I was really strong.
And
Oh, wow. Dang. Good job, Booper.
So we watched the Elvis movie. Thoughts, feelings, comments, reflections, my love. Directed by
Baz Luhrmann.
Yes, Baz.
This was a very Baz Luhrmann movie. Like,
yes.
If you know what I'm saying. Like,
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
IYKYKI and something.
After about 15 or 20 minutes, you wanted to turn it off.
Yeah.
I was super into it. It was kind of ridiculous. It was Baz Luhrmann-y.
It was so...
There was graphics. There was lights and colors.
Baz? Is it Baz or Baz?
It's Baz.
Baz. He's so... Like... I get what he's going for, and I get his talent, and I get what he's doing, but I just want a linear, traditional storytelling narrative.
You want a 60 minutes documentary on Elvis.
Yes.
A news report.
Yeah, or just Steven Spielberg directing it. Just something that is easy to digest. I don't have much time on this earth, honey. I'm almost 45, and trying to process all these images and scenes and just narrative.
It jumps around in time from his youth to present day, his current age, back to his youth again.
Yeah, just all these hijinks, and I just want a traditional movie. Okay, I'm not on the TikTok. Okay.
You're old.
I am.
Yeah, so we paused it to get a drink or something, and then you said, do you want to keep watching this? Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, I'm digging it. And we did. We continued. We watched it to the end, and I'm really glad we did.
Yeah.
It kind of calmed down a bit after, like, the first half hour.
It did.
It was still bazzy.
Right.
But not, like, the very beginning was, like, very in your face, kind of.
Yeah. Too much.
However,
overwhelming the senses. It was like 6 TikToks in a movie.
I think that Baz Luhrmann, his style and I think he was a good choice for this movie, because I think Elvis, the man, the person, the performer, he was kind of loud and bright and colorful and eccentric.
He was nuts.
Yeah, so I think that this style was good for a biopic of his life. Is it biopic or biopic?
Biopic.
Okay.
Baz did a biopic. Biopic.
I think this is a good match.
Yeah.
Elvis is bizarre. He's just, and his career was so storied and
right.
interesting and crazy.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
It made me appreciate Elvis as a person and a performer.
Totally.
It made me, the music was great. Not just the Elvis songs, but they incorporated some modern day music.
Yeah. He did that with the one Leo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire.
Oh, Great Gatsby.
Great Gatsby, yeah. He like hippity hopped some old school rhymes.
In Elvis, it was just a couple scenes here and there, so it was good, and it like really fit the mood and the tone of whatever scenes he put it in. He put these songs in.
Yeah.
It was good. I learned a lot, and immediately, well, like I think like a third of the way through, I was like, now I have to go online as soon as we finish, and I have to read everything about Elvis's life.
Yeah.
Because I'm dying to know all this stuff about him and his manager and his wife and his parents and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
It was a really fun, engaging movie. Definitely way too long. It was like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It should have been shorter.
That's like every movie nowadays.
That's true.
Agree. I'm glad I watched it. My mom is a huge Elvis fan, so there was nothing I didn't know.
Did you already know about his shady manager?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Colonel Tom Parker.
Yeah, that whole aspect was brand new to me. I had no idea about that part of his life.
Us Elvis stans, honey, we know all about the Colonel Parker. So there was no ground broken with me because I grew up with him. My mom loves him, still loves him. But the movie itself, I'm glad I watched it. And there were a few songs in there. I was like, oh, that's a really good song that I've never heard of. Yeah, it was good. It was good. It wasn't great, but
yeah,
it was cool.
Yeah, I agree. I think the guy who played Elvis, Austin Butler, such a good performance.
Fantastic.
Give that man the Oscar.
Yeah,
that was great. He really like went all in with this role. I think he did such a good job. It was so fun to watch him on screen.
Super talented. Yeah, it was like you said, fun to watch him, exciting to watch him. There have been performance criticisms of Tom Hanks's portrayal or performance. Whatever. I mean,
yeah,
people on the internet, there's
exactly.
a backlash or lashing out against people on Twitter flipping out. Whatever. Tom Hanks, he's gone into a very odd space in his career.
Yes.
He's no longer a leading man. Like Castaway, whatever. But his accent, his double, triple chin, who cares? I thought it was fine. He served the role. But that's people on the internet are saying he sucks. Wow, people on the internet say a lot of things. Who cares? But yeah, I'm glad we watched it, and it was overall a good movie. Baz is Baz, enormously talented, which segues into the next movie I would like to talk about. I watched Nope. You watched the last half hour of Nope. Jordan Peele, a visionary. Like, he knows what he's doing, super talented. To think that he came from Key and Peele, like, blows my mind. The tall Michael
Peele?
The tall, skinny one.
In Key and Peele?
Yes.
Peele.
He continues to do, like, comedy. We watched him in Schmigadoon.
Yeah, loved him in that.
Loved him in Schmigadoon. Jordan Peele's gone into directing, and he definitely has an eye, and he's definitely talented, and I can appreciate what he's doing. And the first 2/3 of the movie, I've people on the internet say there's backlash. People on the internet are lashing out that the movie's boring. A lot of talky, not much happy happening. I agree, but I dug it. Like, he's laying the foundation, the groundwork. He's world building. The last third of the movie, it falls apart. There's nothing thrilling. The UFO looks bad. Poor special effects. And it's not scary. Like the aliens, you sort of see them for a few seconds, but it's not thrilling. It's not scary. It's not a horror. But I mean, Jordan Peele, he's talented. I'd love to Get Out.
Get Out was so good. I think, Get Out was his strongest storytelling, beginning to end.
And his first.
Yes,
Yeah.
also his first debut.
Mm-hmm.
But like beginning to end, it was very solid.
Yeah.
There was like, the groundwork was laid, just classic story built up. There was the climax, the conclusion, and like beginning to end, it worked.
Excellent movie.
This Is Us.
Just Us. This Is Us.
What is this?
That
That's
ABC
TV show with Mandy Moore.
Yes.
Okay. Us.
Us. Which I fell asleep in, but you watched.
Us was very good for like the first half.
Similar pattern.
Similar, like,
Nope.
Yeah, like very strong, but then I felt like it didn't quite come together in the end. It didn't, I wasn't satisfied with, as a whole, the story, the conclusion.
Yeah.
And I only watched the last third of Nope, so I have no idea.
Right.
But definitely this, with Us and with Nope, I think visually those were like both very beautiful. And like, he really knows how to frame a shot.
Yeah.
And evoke like strong emotion and get like, he's really good at just like shooting films in general.
He has an eye.
Yeah, definitely.
He's talented. Story, but I look forward to the next Jordan Peele cinematic endeavor. Queen Elizabeth died.
Rip.
2 days ago.
Yesterday, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's affected my life. I can't keep myself collected, honey. Rest in power. She crossed the Rainbow Bridge.
So unexpected at 96.
Why do people care about this? But you had a hot take, honey.
Well, I am the official spokesperson in our family on matters of the royal family because I lived in England for 6 months in 2004.
Yes. And then early in our torrid love affair, we woke up at 3 a.m. to watch Harry and Meghan walk down the aisle, get married.
Yes.
It was a huge deal.
It was really fun. You and I woke up together.
Loved it.
We watched it. And also back in 2011, when Kate and William got married, I woke up at like 4 a.m. so I could watch that on my TV as well. So I've been there for all the royal weddings.
And we maintain interest in it. Like when Meghan Markle and Harry did their whole Oprah thing, we watched.
Oh, yeah.
We watched the Meghan stuff, and the Harry stuff was like, But Meghan saying, people in the palace were mean and racist. But she had nothing. She had no actual names or stories.
Excuse me.
Or specifics.
Team Meghan.
Well, one of her things was the royal palace wondered what the baby would look like, and I was like, well, a mixed race kid, I'm a mixed race kid, and I would wonder what I would look like. You just wonder that.
Well, yeah. I mean, when I was pregnant with both of my children, I'm white. Their dad was Mexican.
Wait. Lennox and Luna are not my kids. There was another dad. Is that what you're saying? Stop the pod. Stop the recording. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So when I was pregnant with each of them, I was like, oh, what are they going to look like? Are they going to look like me? Are they going to look like him?
Right.
But that's not what she was saying. They weren't like excited, like, oh. It was more like a negative, like, how dark is this baby going to be? That's what she made it sound like.
She could frame it anyway. And what's wrong with wondering about skin tone? Jeez. I mean, Lennox and I get super dark during the summer. You stay white.
It's racist, honey.
Lily white.
Racism.
Okay, Oprah. But Queen Elizabeth died. She crossed the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah.
Rest in power. And you have, yes, your hot take, your theory.
This is every night this week when I've been laying awake with insomnia.
Oh, dear.
Having all sorts of crazy thoughts. But last night's crazy thought, as I couldn't sleep, was I think that Queen Elizabeth's death is going to be the instigator of World War III. You heard it here first.
Yes.
Or you didn't. I don't know.
Breaking news.
So
we're probably at World War III right now.
I've been on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because when I can't sleep at night, then I look at Twitter and then
your first mistake, honey.
Right. Looking at Twitter when I can't
wake
sleep.
up to pee at 10:30 p.m., I look over and you're doom scrolling on Twitter.
Exactly.
And then I go pee. Yes.
Because I'm hoping it will help me fall asleep, of course. But it has the opposite effect.
Right. There are times when I can't fall asleep, honey, and I just sit there and I close my eyes and I go, I need to sleep. And my mind races and I question my entire life and my entire existence and decisions I made in middle school that still haunt me. But I eventually fall asleep, and sometimes it takes an hour and a half to 2.5 hours, but I go to bed.
Good for you. Anyway, if you're not on Twitter right now,
yes,
you don't know. Twitter is full of jokes and memes mocking the Queen and her death and how she's going to hell, etc., etc.
Are they as good as when Chad?
Michael Murray.
No, the guy who played Black Panther.
Boseman.
Are they as good as when Chad Boseman died and someone on TikTok is a mint. TikTok is a game with X's and O's. TikTok is a mint. But Chad Boseman, when he died, and someone on TikTok said, I guess Wakanda isn't forever.
It's like that times 1,000.
Sick burn, bro.
And so there's all these funny memes about like all of the, it's like India, Africa, like all these countries, Ireland, all these countries on Twitter, like everyone coming together, and because they were colonized, so they don't like the Queen, they don't like the monarchy, blah, blah, blah. They're celebrating her death.
Colonialism, imperialism, and now that she's dead, they gotta pay. UK's gotta pay.
There's some really funny stuff out there right now. As long as, like, don't take it too seriously.
No.
Like, don't get your feelings hurt.
It's the internet.
Just enjoy it for what it is. But I had this thought last night that, because there's all these tweets pointing out what has happened with England over the years and the decades and centuries of like what they've taken from this country and that country.
They've done some terrible shit. So has America. But yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so I was thinking like all these countries, now that she's, for whatever reason, now that she's dead, it's like,
right. Like a
the end of an era.
96-year-old woman is keeping everyone at bay. Like,
yeah, it's almost like she's just kept the status quo for all these years. She was kind of beloved, and she was like,
sure.
I mean, like, she was a character.
Yeah. She was racist against Meghan Markle's baby. Archie.
So now that she's dead, I think all of these countries are going to start demanding back all the riches and the diamonds that have been stolen.
Yeah.
That now are either in these museums in England or in the royal family's personal collection of jewels.
A vault.
All their diamonds and tiaras and gems and blah, blah, blah.
Is it in a safe that you click, 29, you gotta click, 38.
It has Queen Elizabeth's thumbprint, so they're going to bury her body, but they're going to keep her thumb so they can continue to open this.
Oh dear. What about her eyelid, her eyeball?
Oh, her eyeball. Whatever's going to keep the best, whatever body part. Yeah. Anyway, so I think all these countries are going to start demanding back what was stolen from them.
Right.
And then England's going to be like, no! And then they're going to be like...
June, Hannah. Yeah.
Then they're going to want America to like defend them and all their allies.
Yeah.
And then one thing's going to lead to another.
Yeah.
So I think this is like the instigator that no one saw coming. And sure enough, guess what? Today, I'm on Twitter, which maybe I shouldn't be. And I read this, quote, Indians demand UK return 105-carat diamond following Queen's death. Now, the way this is worded, it doesn't say India, because that would imply like the Indian government and leadership. It says Indians, so I don't know if that just means like people in the populace,
right?
Like general, what are we called? Citizens of India.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's an official demand or if it's just like like a few people from India on Twitter are demanding this.
Wrote that in large scale, New Times Roman font.
But it does seem like her death is sort of like people are talking more openly about the monarchy, colonialism, the history. So I kind of feel like she had a good run. Maybe it should just end now. Like, let's just put the monarchy to bed.
Yeah, the entire...
Who wants King Charles? No one wants King Charles.
The entire Charles and Wills and Kate and Harry and Meghan, that whole...
Yeah.
Body or organization or entity, because they don't hold power, but they control a ton of dough, and the media and us are fascinated by.
They hold some power, but not a ton of like political power.
Yeah, they can't pass laws or legislate. It would be a good. Like, this is a sign or a changing of the guard, or this is it's time to move the fuck on.
Yeah, I think this would like go out. It's like when a TV show like let's go out while we're on top.
Yeah,
like don't be forced off the air. I think they should just end it now. King Charles should step down. His first act at age 73 as king should be to end it all.
He's still with Camilla. They have billions of dollars. And even if India does take back that crown or whatever, they'll still have billions of dollars. They'll be fine, and he can go on about climate change and the environment. If it does come to World War III, and Luna and Lennox get drafted into war, we got to have an out.
Okay.
So Luna can say, I'm pescatarian.
Yes.
So I will not fight. And Lennox can say, I'm too young. The draft, like the Vietnam War, that would seem like the most horrible thing on earth. Like, if I was 18 and drafted into fight into a dumb war, a war I did not believe in, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
That would just be so scary, and I'd be like, what the fuck?
So scary. Really awful.
Yeah. And I don't want that to happen.
No.
But, like, the USA and the UK teaming up, no one can fuck with us, okay?
Okay.
Well, who do you got? Russia? China? Not India? Although India has nukes, right?
Yeah, India has nukes. Pakistan has nukes. Everyone does.
Well, if Lennox were drafted, I'd be like, goodbye, son. You're going to go off over there. It's like Fortnite, but without all the merch and the DLC.
We can't give you $20 to buy a new skin.
Yeah. It's like Fortnite, but once it's game over, it's game over.
And oop.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest needs no introduction. Yesterday, he made a hot dog by himself. Although I think you helped a little too much, honey.
Oh.
You microwaved it, you pulled the bun out of the bag.
No, he did that.
I did.
He did.
Lennox seemed flummoxed by the bread tie.
Wow.
It's hard. Why did I do that?
He recently threw out his Naruto poster.
Yeah.
So you threw out your Pikachu stuffed animal and your Naruto poster, which you've had in your life for 5-ish years?
Mm-hmm.
And you're 35, 38 now? No, you're 10.
Sure.
So why did you decide to throw these things away, Lennox? Rid themselves...
I don't care about them.
Wow, that's good. Marie Kondo over here. Honey, a few months ago, I said to you, we have 4 Christmas mugs. we need to get rid of 2 of them. I'm not sure how we came upon 4 Christmas-themed mugs, and I love Christmas. But I said, we need to get rid of 2 of them. And we did. I think it's... Lennox has taken notice of our decluttering or our...
Yeah. You and I are both big into purging.
Yes.
We don't like clutter. We don't... Like, if I haven't looked at it or touched it in a year, it's got to go.
Yeah.
So I hope I'm passing that on to the kids.
Yeah.
Sure.
Does it give you joy?
Sure.
Grabbing Pikachu's paw, fin, leg. What is Pikachu?
I don't know.
But he's had that Pikachu for 5 years, right? Over 5 years?
Or more, yes.
And you got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. We're proud of you. I love you. We love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. So, Lennox is a huge Pringles fan.
Yeah.
As long as I've known him, and I've known you for like 8-9 months now. But like he goes in and out. Like he used to like Cheez-Its, he stopped liking Cheez-Its. He used to like Goldfish crackers, he stopped liking Goldfish crackers. He used to like Nutter Butter, he no longer likes Nutter Butter. But Pringies, as he lovingly refers to them, he's always stuck with them.
Yeah. Your lifelong companion. And this is what he says, my taste buds changed. Mm-hmm. Anytime he moves on from a food.
My taste buds changed, Mom, but his taste buds have not changed from Pringies. A few months ago, we spent over $200 at Walmart
So
per week on groceries, and I said, we need to simmer down on the groceries.
Specifically, the name brand items.
Right. So I said, if there is a great value, which is Walmart's generic brand, if there's a great value version of insert grocery product here, then we're going to go great value. Because Lennox, you might think you're better than great value, but great value is not better than you.
what?
So what I did was I went from Gain. We used to buy Gain detergent, and now we're going to start buying great value.
What?
Yeah. Well, we've had Gain that continues.
Wait.
We have a couple
still have
Gains.
Gain.
Right. But I'm talking about when the Gain runs out, we're going to move to great
I think we
value.
need a family meeting about that because I don't know if I think certain items you got to stick with the name brand. And I
Gain
don't
is not
know
one of
about
them.
laundry soap, honey.
Lennox also likes Uncrustables,
Yeah.
which are like $1 a piece. But you said you have a crimper tool. So you said, I just need some white bread, PB&J, and I can make Uncrustables. And you have.
I have been, yes. And they're good. He says they're good. I freeze them, throw them in his lunch.
Yeah.
And that's been working for us the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And
Some quotes that I've been saying repeatedly are, to quote my mom, Grandma Tian, Lennox, no one gives you a penny. So saving money is very important. Or important, as some people say. No one gives you a penny. No one gives you a dime. No one gives you a nickel. So saving $1 here, $1 there, it adds up. So when great value was there, go with the great value. Another saying I've been thinking of from Grandpa Curtis is tough luck. Oh, you don't like the great value Pringies? Tough luck. He also said, you're breaking my heart. Like when we would whine and complain to him about bullshit, nonsense, he'd be like, oh, you're breaking my heart. So Lennox, oh, you're breaking my heart. You miss Uncrustables, you miss Pringies.
Well, we tried the Great Value Pringles, and we tried to dupe Lennox. We didn't tell them. We just fed them to him, and he's like, these are different. These are worse. This tastes bad.
He got angry.
He started rolling around on the floor.
Hell hath no fury like Lennox scorned. Another thing is that if you don't like the Great Value Pringies, we have 900 other things that you can eat. So you can starve or choose to eat one of 900, like Frankie. Like suddenly Frankie's into wet food. And I'm like, well, let's stop giving him wet food. And we have dry kibble that he can gladly eat. And if he doesn't like it, he'll starve or he'll eventually eat it. It's not the end of the world. So a few changes. I said no more gain, which you're not in favor of.
No,
because the great value, it smells good, not as good as gain. But how much of our lives are dependent on the smell of our laundry, my love?
well, you can't. Okay, moving on.
Yeah. I also said no more sparkling water.
Yeah, and we've stuck to that. We've been really good.
Yeah.
I don't like sparkling water.
Also, but see, there's a few things that I've realized that, like ramen, there's no great value ramen, and there's something to the convenience in a cup that Luna likes ramen, and those are like 35 cents a piece. So when she eats 2 or 3, it's not a big deal. So we continued to buy the name brand ramen. Same thing with pizza rolls, chimichangas. And Lennox likes chimichangas. An 8-pack is $5. That's not a lot of money. I mean, that's a good deal. And again, there is no great value. Chimis. Our salad. So we went from a Caesar salad kit to just romaine. Just plain romaine. And then we went to iceberg. And I tried to eat the iceberg lettuce. And I was like, I'm not having this. So we went back to romaine.
And it's good. It's fine. It's a lot cheaper than the Caesar kits.
Yeah. Caesar kits are fun.
And tasty.
And tasty. The croutons are low end, but the dressing is really good. But Caesar with some dressing that we buy on the side are winners. Paper towels, napkins. We used to get the paper towels with the fun little drawings on them. But I was like, we're going to miss out on the cute little sunshine inspirational sayings, paper towels. So let's go with the great value. The great value takeover. There's great value Nutella we've gone to. The great value Slim Jims, beef sticks that Lennox still likes. Great value Eggos, waffles, which Lennox doesn't like, but Luna likes.
Yeah.
Because they're too crunchy.
Right.
Why doesn't great value make light beer or cat food is my question. Okay, so we have Pringles here. We have Stax, which is the latest version of Pringles, spelled Stax. And then we have the great value version of Pringles, which is called Stack Attack, which is my favorite name.
Okay. So what are we doing first?
Pringles. I mean, why would you put a G in an L? Pringle. What are you naming the city? Glasgow, Lennox? Is that what's happening over here?
What do you got?
Let's start out with the Pringles.
All right.
Yeah.
How much do I eat? Can I have all of them?
Well,
wait, just take one.
One?
So Lennox likes to eat Pringles
Like 10 at a time.
like 10 at a time.
Yeah, he stacks them up and then takes a giant bite and then crumbs fly everywhere.
Would you say, is that more like a beaver or a chipmunk or a squirrel, Lennox?
What animal are you?
All 3. All 3 of them.
What animal would eat 10 Pringles at a time? Like, okay, so we got Pringles. There's a name brand. The guy with the mustache.
Classic. That little man with his mustache.
Are we all going to try one?
We're all trying one at a time.
Oh.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
All right, partake.
Are you ready?
I'm
Go.
going to... Okay.
I'm sorry. Well,
Lennox, what is your favorite thing about a Pringle chip?
Saltiness.
The saltiness. Okay. Okay.
I'm going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, what's a Pringle?
10.
10 out of 10.
Darling, what would you rate the Pringy?
A Pringle is such an odd chip, isn't it? It's like not a real chip.
It's not even potato. It's not a chip.
It defies category.
Yeah.
It's good though.
Okay, for what it is, I'm gonna give this
It's a good time.
an 8 out of 10.
Get out of town.
What? What do you give it, honey?
3.
What? A 3?
Trace.
Okay.
The flavored ones.
You're breaking Lennox's heart.
Barbecue, sour cream, and onion. I'd kick it up to a 5.
I'm all about the original flavor when it comes to this
Really?
style of crisp.
Okay. Well, they're light. They're crispy. They're salty. But besides that, there's nothing really going on.
They're just crunchy and salty, and I like the way they're shaped.
Yeah, the shape is super fun.
The
Super
shape?
original. What are we doing? What are we doing
It's so
next?
superficial. Lay's Stax spelled with an
Stax.
X.
I'm scared.
Lennox, have you ever had this?
I have before.
Give him
Small.
10.
Why is it small?
Give the
Small,
chipmunk
they're
slash
the-
beaver slash squirrel.
They're the exact same size as a Pringle.
Oh yeah.
Actually, they're not, darling.
Oh, really?
They're thicker.
Really?
That's why I don't like them.
Okay, guys.
Uh-oh. My wife, her eyes just went gadzooks.
Change my Pringles rating.
Oh, shit. We out here.
This is good. This
Good.
Lay's Stax is good.
Yeah.
Good flavor.
Okay. You can go. No.
Good thickness.
Yeah.
This is an 8. My Pringles is going down to a 6.
Mmm.
Not gonna lie.
Lennox?
That's a tattoo. That's good. I like
That was a
it.
10 also?
Yes.
Awesome. These are so
You
good.
put the Stax above the Pringies?
No.
Has your...
Same rating. Same rating.
Ah.
They're both a 10. But wow, I'm impressed.
That's pretty good though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Wow.
Then Stax is like 25% cheaper than the Pringies.
But the
Okay.
Pringies though.
Pringies is about $2. Stax is about $1.50.
Ooh.
I would say Pringies are thinner, crispy. Stax thicker, crunchy. But there's more like flavor.
There's more flavor.
There's more potato. And this is stretching the definition of what a potato is. But,
I don't know how to explain it, but the Lay's Stax taste more cooked or baked somehow.
Yeah. So, Len, you put Pringies and Stax on the same level.
Stax might be a little bit better.
Oh, shoot!
I agree. They're very good.
I've never had Stax
wow.
or have only had Stack Attack.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The name Stack Attack, that's so much fun. It rhymes. Stack Attack.
True.
It's better than Pringles Glasgow. Okay?
Okay.
That looks a lot more like a Pringle.
Yes. The Great Value Stack Attack is like
A complete copy.
totally. Like Lay's Stacks are trying to be a little different at least. Okay, here we are with the Great Value.
GV. Lennox, before you eat this, you may think you're better than Great Value, but Great Value is not better than you.
What?
It's better than you. Whatever I said 20 minutes ago. As my wife retches in disgust
What is that flavor?
and
Cardboard.
disappointment.
That's cardboard.
Cardboard! Yes! Oh my god.
Oh dear.
That's a horrible flavor.
That tastes stale.
Are you gonna die like Queen Elizabeth? Wash it down with your Michelob Ultra, honey.
That's horrible.
It's not good.
Literally cardboard.
It's half the price of the Pringies. It's like $1.12. So Pringies is $2. Stax $1.50. Stack Attack about $1. So it's okay if we go with Stax, Lennox.
Sure.
We're saving money. My
gosh.
mom, Grandma Teen, would be proud. Lennox, the Pringles is a 10, but you think Stax is better, so like
It's 11.
an 11. Oh shoot! And then
like
Stack, I'm afraid to ask, but Stack Attack is a
2 or 3. 2 though.
yeah,
It tastes like paper.
yeah,
It's terrible. This is terrible.
yeah,
It has a bad texture too.
yeah.
It's not salty enough. This is pretty salty. Wait.
Well, we have a salt shaker at the dining room table. Yeah.
You guys brought me a different kind of Pringle. not too long ago.
From Trader Joe's.
The Trader Joe's version.
That was good.
You dug it.
Yeah.
And I'm sad we don't have any. That's also probably an 11.
Ooh. Well, the next time we go to Trader Joe's, we'll buy you some. We will.
We only go to Trader Joe's when Mommy gets her hair did. And the next time will be October 6th. If you're writing this down on your calendar, Lennox. So Pringles, Stax. But Len, you think Stax, you're saying Stax is better than Pringles.
Yeah.
I agree.
Stack Attack we should throw away.
Put this in the trash. Are you going to eat this, honey? Walmart version?
Give it to Booper.
Give it to the stray. No, Booper's too good for it. He only likes wet food. Give it to Mr. Kitty, the stray
cat. It
cats.
tastes wet, like when you put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
It like absorbs the spit. You know?
Ew.
It's kind of nasty. But
I'm completely cool with buying Stax from here on in. Yes.
When I eat the Pringles like in a bunch, it's pretty good. It's probably also
yeah. Well, have you done that? You should try that with the Stax. See how it is.
Grab 10 Stax and go all beaver. Why is there writing on your arm, Lennox? I'm looking at the letter P.
I don't know.
Who wrote on your arm with marker?
My friend.
Luna comes home with like hentai tattoos.
No, not hentai.
What?
Henna?
I don't know.
Hentai is like, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
It's not safe for work or children.
NSFP, not safe for podcasts. Well, she comes home with like a bunch of writing on her hand. And
very ornate, decorations on her arms and hands from markers. I think they're bored in class and her friends draw on her.
Right. And I remember doing the same as a young child.
Yeah.
Drawing on yourself, drawing on your friends drawing on you. All right. How many stacks do you have? These are thicker than Pringles.
5.5.
Okay. And go to town, Mr. Beaver.
How is it? Wait, he can't talk. His mouth is full.
Whenever he does this with Pringles, there's crumbs everywhere.
I know.
And then he cleans them up, then you have to clean up.
Then I get the vacuum out.
Yeah. It's a whole process.
That's pretty good.
So,
not better than just one at a time, though.
Really? Interesting.
It's hard to bite into.
They're more substantive than the Pringle.
Sure.
Substantive is what your mom was saying.
What did I say?
Substantive.
That's not it.
Substantive versus substantive.
Those are two different words.
No,
Just a
but they're
mukbang now?
pronounced differently.
Interesting.
I almost said dick.
Oh,
what?
Anyways, alrighty. So we're okay with Stax, Lynn?
Yep.
Good. Alrighty. Well, that's the end of the program. Lennox, thanks for coming on. Do you have anything you want to plug? Where can people find you on Twitch or Minecraft or Roblox or TikTok or Instagram? Or your new Netflix special? Do you want to plug anything? Do you want to? Where can people find you on the internet?
I'm gonna plug Stax.
Ooh, Stax. What about the spelling, honey?
It's weird.
Whatever.
It's wrong. It's incorrect.
It's so incorrect. Lennox, are you gonna follow the podcast on Instagram? We just made an account.
Sure. I thought you guys deleted it.
No.
Never.
No. We had someone follow, then unfollow. Her name is Daphne Quist. Okay.
We think.
Okay, well, I'm plugging that Instagram too.
Plug the Instagram.
Okay. Do you want to plug your YouTube, your Fortnite, your Minecraft, your Roblox, your TikTok?
No.
These kids. You know, when I was a young man, Lennox, we had 40 channels on cable. And now it's infinite. Is what it is. Alrighty.
He's just eating his Stax. He doesn't care.
Good. I'm glad Grandma Teen would be proud of this purchase. Pringles is excess, like Leo DiCaprio in Wolf of Wall Street, but Stax, very frugal, very smart.
It's the responsible man's snack.
Yes.
And you are responsible, Lennox, except you forgot your Paul Revere homework this week, and you forgot it yet again tonight.
That wasn't my fault. That was my brain's fault.
My what fault?
My brain's fault.
BRAI, his brain. I thought you were a big brain.
No. Well,
Lennox, what's 16 divided by 4?
4.
Good job. Alrighty, well that's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, and rate. Or don't. Do whatever you want. You're a grown-up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for Lennox's taste buds. Please be sure to use our promo code for BetterHelp. We don't have a promo code for BetterHelp. Goodbye, my podcast friends. I love you. My wife and stepson and I love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, I may have intimidated a tattooed guy in my condominium gym. That's all I got. But I'm still a good person. I'm sorry, Liz Fisher, and we're still good people. Thank you for listening. Oh dear. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful day / night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.